Okay, well, hello, Moviesy Tribe. Welcome to Moviesy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, or whatever day you're watching this YouTube video. Wow, mid-October already. Huh, where does the time go? So our focus today is going to be on arms, shoulders, hands. We're going to do the 6-point hand release. So you'll want your Neuro ball, if you have one, in half. Also, you might want to get a tissue because we're going to do the alternate nostril breathing exercise. So that being said, we're going to start in our usual manner with legs up on a chair for 7 minutes. Supine static rest. We're putting our lower back in traction. If you ever have lower back pain, and I do occasionally when I'm on my feet too much, this is a great position to be in. So just to review, trying to get into position here. Your lower legs are parallel to the ceiling. If you have longer legs than I do, and most people do, you might want to put a pillow on the chair. Keep your lower legs straight up to the ceiling. Your hips are a few inches away from the legs of the chair, so your hips can be in a neutral position. You've got the natural curve of your back going on here. You can put support under your head or not, as you choose. Your whole body is relaxed. Your arms are in the most comfortable position possible. You practice them. There's Caitlin. Let me let her in real quick. Okay, so hey, Caitlin, we're just starting. So your arms can be in cactus. They can be at your sides. They can be extended to the sides, whichever is more comfortable for you. So we're going to be here for 7 minutes. You want to breathe normally. Bring yourself, your awareness into your space. This is the start of getting our body into a relaxing state so we can move freely. So we're going to be here, like I said, for 7 minutes. And there we go. Okay, time's up. Now, if you choose, you can roll your tongue under the roof of your mouth. It stretches your jawline. We're going to slowly move our head from right to left about 6 times. Cervical rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good job. Now you can stay in this position if you want. if it's comfortable for you, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and sit up just to demonstrate that the next moves we do can be done sitting up. So if you want to sit up, you can. It's your choice. But we always say we can do these things sitting up, and we never demonstrate it. So I'm going to. So the next thing we're doing is the vagus nerve reset. Now, again, this can be done sitting or lying down. We're all familiar with it. Our head is stationary, just facing front. We just move our eyeballs. So start by moving just your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. This is different sitting up. And then once you've either had a reaction or you've given it a minute, you want to keep your head again stationary facing forward, and then look to the left with just your eyes and wait for that sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. I had to speak before a crowd of people not too long ago, and I was really nervous about it. So to prepare myself, I did this, and it tended to relax me, and I was able to do my little speech. So we're going to do this. I'm going to have you do this yourself 2 more times on each side without my cueing, and I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay, finish up. If you are sitting up, it's a little different doing this sitting up than lying down, isn't it? Now we're going to do head ramping. Now, this is to reverse text neck. If you're like me, then you're always looking down at your phone, at your iPad, at your laptop, a book, whatever. And so our neck is always bent forward. We want to reverse that because that's really not good for that cervical area. So the occipital ridge is that bony part between your ears that runs along your scalp line. There's a lot of hair back there. And we want to push that away from the rest of our body. So whether you're lying down or you're sitting up, you just want to push that part of your neck away from the front. So if you're lying down, it's towards the floor. If you're sitting up, it's just towards the back wall. So we're going to push it back, hold it, and then release. So press. Your chin comes along for the ride, but it's just accompanying your neck. Hold and release. And then press, hold, and release. I do this sometimes when I'm driving, when I'm at a light, not when I'm actually driving. Press, hold, and release. And one more time. Press, hold, and release. Again, if you're sitting up, it feels a little different than when you're lying down. Okay, now the breathing exercise we're going to do is alternate nostril breathing. So I recommend grabbing a couple of tissues because it could very well make your nose run. So if you want to sit up for this, you might find that much easier to do than lying down. That's up to you. You can do it lying down. So basically, alternate nostril breathing is you take your finger, and it can be the right or the left, and put it on that nostril. And then you'll sound like this and press it in. And then by pressing in that nostril, you inhale and then exhale just through that nostril. And then release that hand and take your other finger and press it against the other nostril and inhale on that side. And then exhale. So basically you're breathing out of each individual nostril. And then back to the other side. Inhale and exhale. And then back to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Now, at any one time, one of our nostrils is more congested than the other. So you'll find that you can breathe clearer through one nostril and then the other not as well. That's just the way we are. So don't worry about it if you've got that going on. I know I do. So I don't know what side we were on, but inhale and exhale. And the other one, inhale. That's my clogged one. And exhale. So one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. And exhale. Okay, that's good. Excuse me. Makes my nose run. I knew it would. That's okay. All righty. So since we're sitting, excuse me, I need to make a note here. Come on up to a sitting position if you weren't there already. But if you are sitting, you're all set. We're going to do our regular side bends, lat stretches, thoracic rotations that we normally do. So we're going to do the side bend with the lat stretch. Start on one side, slide your hand along the mat. Other arm comes up and over. Just lean over as far as you can, keeping both sits bones on the floor. Now lower your upper arm till it's parallel to the floor. You'll feel a different stretch under your arm, down your back. Just be aware of where it is. And hold that stretch. Okay. Arm up, torso up. Other side. 40 seconds. Hand along the mat. Upper arm comes up and over. You know, I think I overdid it at the gym yesterday. I'm a little sore. I can tell by doing this. Now lower this upper arm till it's parallel to the floor and you feel that stretch under your arm, down your back, the latissimus dorsi. Reach, reach. Okay, arm up, torso up. Good job. Now we're going to go ahead and do our thoracic rotation. This is a stretch for the back. So we start by putting our left hand on our right knee. Our right arm goes behind us. Let me grab my timer real quick. And then you rotate your shoulders to the short end of your mat as far as you can. Now, when you feel that first pull, stop there. You don't need to hurt yourself or pull something. Just when you feel that first tightness, that's when you stop. Now, while you're here, excuse me, you can do several things. You can move your head back and forth. I don't recommend doing it up and down. You can move your torso back and forth. Or you can just enjoy the stretch. Be aware of where you're feeling this and how it feels. And there we go. And we'll do the other side. So right hand on left knee. Left arm is behind you. This is your support. Rotate your shoulders. Keep your back straight. You're sitting up in good posture. Remember your options. And just be aware that you're doing something really good for your back right now. And there we go. All right. So for the third in this triplet, we're going to do what we did on Saturday, and that's the cervical rotation. So we're going to do this with breath. So this is what we're going to do. While we're facing forward, we inhale and then exhale as you look in either right or left. I'm looking right. Exhale. Inhale in this position. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. Look in the other direction. Inhale. Exhale. Move forward. So we're inhaling in the position and exhaling as we move. So inhale. Exhale. Look to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Okay. Good job. Now, a couple things that we're going to do while we're still sitting here. The first thing is, I call it the elbow press. I don't know what it's called. But you take your right arm across your chest and your left wrist crosses at the arm. And then you pull back with that upright hand. This, and do it gently. And if you have shoulder issues, do it very gently. But you want to keep your arm parallel to the ground and high and push it back with your wrist. You're stretching your shoulder in this position. So gently, kind of, you can do it solid or you can pulse gently to stretch that shoulder. You should feel it in your upper shoulder joint. So I forgot to set the timer, but we'll just do it a few more seconds. Now this arm you can have all the way around on your back if you choose. The idea is that the elbow is up and you're pushing it back to stretch it. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to set the timer on this one. So again, your elbow, and you may find you can go further on one side than the other, and that's okay. Your elbow is as high as possible. Your hand is behind you. The other wrist is pressing against the elbow. So gently press back. You can pulse or you can hold, whichever works for you. Depends on how flexible your shoulder is. But the stretch is in the shoulder joint. And be careful. If you have shoulder issues, be very gentle with yourself. Okay, that went fast. All right, and now we're going to do a bicep stretch. Now this one, you take your hand and you go behind you with your elbow up. And then your other arm comes around. And if you can, grab that shoulder. If you can't, that's okay. But if you can, I said shoulder, I meant elbow. You can grab that elbow and gently pull it up. This stretches the lower part of your arm and helps firm that up. And I don't know about you, but I need help there. So just gently grab the elbow and stretch it. You may find yourself leaning a little bit. That's okay. And that's a good stretch. And we're going to do the other hand. So you reach your elbow up to the ceiling. My hand is on the right side of my neck. It's my left arm, right under my ear. The other hand goes over. Now, if you can't reach your elbow, that's okay. Just point your elbow up towards the ceiling, and you can feel that stretch, even if you're just using the one arm and you're just pointing it up. But if you can, try to hold your elbow. That helps with the stretch. And just gently feel that muscle stretch. These are especially good stretches if you've been maybe using weights to firm up that area. So now that we've done that, we're going to do and again, I don't know what this is called, but extend your arms out to the side, fingers towards the ceiling. Your arms are directly across from your body. Now take both arms and go back. You're not going to go back very far, but you'll feel your shoulder blades snuggle in against each other. That's as far as you need to go. And then come forward again. So you're even with the rest of your torso. Go back. Feel those shoulder blades snuggle together. Come forward. Go back again. Come forward. Now we're going to do it with our hands down, facing the floor. So come back. And then even with your torso. And come back. Forward. And come back. Forward. All right, relax. Shake our arms out. That's some arm stuff we just did. Whoa. Okay, now we're going to do the 6-point hand release with Neuro balls. So whatever works for you. Now, what I do is I'm in hero pose with 2 blocks. Now, if that works for you, that's fine. If you sit cross-legged, that's fine too. Whatever position helps you put pressure on your hands with your neuro balls. So we did the 6-point foot release on Saturday. We're doing the same thing for the hands today. I'm not sure how long I'll be on hero pose because again, my body's a little sore. I think I overdid it yesterday. I'm gonna try it cross-legged. Okay, so these are gonna be 30-second holds. Let me get my right timer there. And we're gonna start under the metatarsal, under the fingers. So right under the metatarsal mound. So get into a position, and I'm not in the right position, where you don't have to hunch your shoulders. I'm getting smaller blocks. I think these are too big. These are better. So you don't want to be hunching your shoulders. You want them to be relaxed. If you can, you want your arms to be straight. So we're just going to press the neuro ball on the metatarsal for the fingers. And there we go. So just press as hard as is comfortable for you. Some people are very sensitive to this sort of thing. Some people are not. But it's amazing how much we use our hands, but we don't really pay attention to that. There's more bones in the hands and feet than there are on the rest of the body. And we use our hands and feet so much, but yet don't really do the things we should to take care of them. That's 30 seconds. The next position is right in the middle of the palm of the hand. So again, relax your shoulders, press as hard or as gentle as works for you. This always feels good. You know, kind of it feels weird, but good. Okay. The third position is at the heel of the hand in the center. So again, you want to relax your shoulders if you can, and have your arms straight if possible. This helps your circulation in your hands as well. If you're like me, my hands and feet get really cold because I'm older. And so anything to help my hands and feet circulation, I'm all for. So the next position is on the outside of the hand, just on the edge. You find a spot that works for you. "30 seconds. It's something you can do every day, watching TV even. Okay. And now the next position is at the base of the thumb. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The next position is between the thumb and the forefinger. There's that webbing there. Yeah, right between the thumb and the forefinger. So it's almost like you're holding the ball. Let's find a spot that works for you. Okay. Now, the last spot is at the base of the thumb. So we're all different, but just find a spot that works. You might have sensitive areas in your hand. So be gentle with yourself. So the base of the thumb, there's a little pad there. I don't know about you, but my hands feel tingly. Okay, here we go. Now take your hands out. They've just done a workout themselves. All righty. Okay, so next we're going to be standing at the wall. So go ahead and find your wall. I need to do some quick production work, so bear with me. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do our regular back bend at the wall. So we are standing with our back to the wall, maybe a few inches away, standing in good posture. Again, feet are forward, ankles directly above feet, knees directly above ankles, hips directly above knees, shoulders in alignment with hips. Head is forward. Pretend you have a string attached to the top of your head that is pulling it up. So you're standing in good posture. Tadasana. Completely aligned. And now we're going to do the back bend at the wall for 40 seconds. So arms up, elbows by your head, palms on the wall. Now you want to keep your elbows as close to your head as possible. If you have shoulder issues, they may come out, and that's fine. Keep your hips back. Your chest is going to expand. This is like a heart chakra position. We're here for 40 seconds because we're doing bone building. And come on down. Okay. Now we're going to do the spine twist at the wall. So we're going to start on the right. So right side to the wall, right foot forward, left foot back, elbows at your sides, hands up, and rotate and put your palms on the wall about shoulder height. So your palms are even, just maybe an inch or so above your shoulders. You can move your head from right to left if you choose. Do not move it up and down in this position. This is another bone building stretch. So we are stationary for 40 seconds. And there we go. Now we're going to do the other side. So left side to the wall, Left foot forward, right foot back, elbows at your waist, palms up, rotate to the wall, palms at the wall. Always need to make sure mine are even. So my sister-in-law had joined us a couple of times for classes, but she said that she could not hold these poses because she's got, what is it, spina bifida? And her doctor said, you can't hold these. Yeah, so these are backbone building. It would be good if she could, but she's just not able to. Some people can't. Okay, so that was 40 seconds. The third thing we're going to do in this triplet is, we don't really need the wall for this, but we're going to be standing. And you can stand with your back to the wall if you choose, which is what I'm going to do because I don't have any room. We're going to do arm circles. And we're going to do them standing. So we're going to start on the right and just make as big a circle as you can. Now, when you're doing this, you just want to engage your arm if possible. I mean, you could lean over and do the whole body thing, but just use your arm. You don't need to move your torso, just your arm. Make it as big a circle as is comfortable for you. You'll find that your hand rotates all the way around it's supposed to. Now we're going to go the other way. This is one of the best things you can do for your shoulders. And again, I'm trying to get my torso as still as possible. That was your right arm. Let's shake that out. That was quite a workout. We're going to do our left arm now. And go ahead, start in any direction you choose because we are going to reverse. So your shoulder is really the only joint in your body that can do a 360 like this. Sometimes you'll see gymnasts that can do their legs, but that's unusual. Okay, now reverse direction. But I went that way, now I'm going that way. Okay. So we want to encourage that movement because that's how that shoulder joint was created. It was meant to do this. Again, we want to keep our torso as still as possible. Can't help but move it just a little. There we go. All right. Good job. Boy, that was a workout on the arms, wasn't it? Whoa. All right, back to the mat. I got to plug in again. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and go into a tabletop position, and that would be hands and knees. And if you have sensitive knees, make sure you've got padding under your knees. If you have sensitive wrists, try to find a way to make your wrists so they're not as bent. You can fold a pillow, or you can fold the end of your mat over so your wrists aren't as flat. And you want to make sure that your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Your fingers are spread wide as a base, or as wide as is comfortable. Now, you want to take your right leg, slide it along the mat, and lift it up. Lower it down, and bring it back. We're going to do that again. Slide your foot along your mat, your toes pointed. If you choose, you can lift it up. You don't have to. Put it back down on the floor and bring it back. Now we're going to do it with the left leg. Toes are pointed. Slide it along the mat. Lift it up. Bring it back down. And bring it back. One more time. Well, two more times, actually. Slide it along the mat. Lift it up. Bring it down. Bring it back. One more time. Along the mat. Lift it up. Bring it down. And very good. Okay, now we're going to do our hands. So it can start with either hand you choose. You want to keep your shoulders even and just extend your hand out. Palm facing the floor. Your face is also facing the floor. So you'll stretch your neck if you look forward. So look, you're looking at the floor. Your hand is even. Bring it back down. Now, if you have trouble with this, try visualizing your weight going to your left hand and just gently raise your hand above the mat. And then extend it. And bring it back down. And now the weight is even on both hands. One more time. Shift the weight to your left hand. Your right hand comes slightly off the mat. Extend it forward. Try to keep your shoulders even. And bring it back. And now we'll do the left. So we're going to shift the weight to our right hand. Slowly raise our left. Extend it out. And bring it back. And now even weight on both hands. And two more times. Shift your weight to your right hand. Loosening your right, just lifting it up a little bit. And extend it. And bring it back down. Even weight on both hands. One last time. Shift the weight without moving your shoulders to the right hand. Left hand is just off the mat. Extend it out. And bring it back. Okay. Now you know what the next part is. We're going to try a hand and a leg. So if you have issues with this, you can just extend your leg and keep it on the floor. You can even keep it bent if that works for you. And that's fine. And if you want, you can just extend your hand lower. It's whatever works for you. So we're going to start with right hand, left leg. So extend your leg along the mat. Lift it up. Put your weight on your left hand. Raise your right hand. Extend it out. Come on down with your hand. Come on down with your foot. Bring your leg in. Okay, and we'll do it once on the right. So slide your foot along the mat. Raise your leg. Put your weight. Shift your weight to the right hand. Slowly lower that, raise that left hand. Now again, you don't have to raise it if you don't want to. Go ahead and extend it if you can. And then bring that hand down. Bring the foot down. Slide it in. Okay. Good job. That was our core exercise. So we're done. Go ahead and get into position for Yoga Nidra. Make sure that you are either cool enough or warm enough. On a day like this, you want to make sure you're warm enough and cool outside. Might want to put something over your eyes. Make sure that you are comfortable. I'm going to guide you through a 61 point. Sorry, I'm making a note. Through a 61 point guided meditation. Allow your awareness to flow to the points that I mentioned without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your attention to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, excuse me, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61 point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. If your legs are bent, stretch them out. Stretch your arms over your head. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And rotate your wrists and your ankles. First one way, and then the other. Stretch one side and then the other. Okay, now take your right knee and hold it up to your chest. Thank you, knee, for everything you do. Straighten that leg out. And take your left knee and hold it up to your chest. Thank you, knee, for everything. Straighten that leg out. Now both knees up to your chest and slowly rock back and forth, feeling that massage on your lower back, your back intercostal organs. Feels good. Now, when you're ready, only when you're ready, roll towards the camera using your lower arm as support for your head. And this is our gratitude minute. We're going to take a minute and just take a breath and just think about what we're grateful for. There's so many things in life to be grateful for. I'm grateful for you that you came and joined me today, whether you're on YouTube or in person. I'm grateful the fact that we can move like this and we can all move together. It's much more fun when we're together. So just think about what you're grateful for and just relax for a minute. When you're ready, come on up to a sitting position. You might want to unmute yourself. Hands at your heart. Let's press just a little bit. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. Okay, and then make it loose. I want to thank you for joining me today again and hope you have a wonderful day. Let's end the class by saying to each other, Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
And thank you.
You.
All right.
Thanks,
Yeah. So, Caitlin.